started. Left the girls of to him nearly broken heart. Saluted father dear, kissed me darling mother. Drank a pint of beer, me grief and tears to smother. Then off to reap the corn, leave where I was born. Got a stout blackthorn to banish ghosts and goblins. Brand new pair of brogues rattling over the bogs, frightening all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. Walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hunt the hare and turn it down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin. Walk for da. Welcome to Joy of Trek, everyone.
Hello.
I was so hoping you were going to join into like at least the sing-along bit at the end.
I don't know the sing-along bit.
Well, oh, wait, okay.
We just talked about the fact that this song is on my skip list.
No, I don't think I heard that. I think we faded in after that, if it happened at all. It's definitely not something that has entered the canon. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then everybody goes, hunt the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, and then whack for da.
Right.
Where I once looked up, like, is that from anything? Like, is that maybe a Gaelic or Gaelic phrase that nope, it's just fun nonsense words, and it
probably must have even been a live performance of that song once by the actual Dubliners.
Oh, was the composition of theirs?
I don't know. It might not. It might be older than theirs. I mean, you never know with Irish songs.
Yeah, it can go anyway. Like what was it? What's the Scottish unofficial anthem that they sing at football matches?
That would be
something Heather of the.
Oh, I was thinking of a different song, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, hello, listeners.
Oh yes, also yeah, we were podcasting. Hey everyone, welcome to the Joy of Trek. I'm Cocky.
I'm Kay, and
this is a Star Trek podcast where this week we're reading you another story that was selected by our beloved engineer.
Yes, it is called, you might not have guessed it at this point, it's Irish Drinking Songs.
I didn't even do that on purpose. That's very appropriate. Written by Tornyourdress. Let me see. Categories: female, male, general, Deep Space Nine, Next Generation. Oh, whoa.
Bashir O'Brien again, Keiko O'Brien, Miles O'Brien, Worf. Wow.
Worf, Vic Fontaine, HR. Oh my God, HR.
Really, what? Where?
Do you remember that episode in Deep Space Nine when Miles O'Brien is really miserable?
Well, yeah, once or twice.
Yeah, okay. Well, there was one here he's really miserable.
Yeah.
Because he's been given the memories of 20 years brutal imprisonment.
Ooh, right.
With a fictional, non-existent cellmate.
Right.
Whom he feels tremendously guilty about, and that is HR.
So Picard gets a lifetime with a family and a flute, and O'Brien gets memories of 20 years of being in the Nick.
Star Trek is racist toward the Irish. It's a long, proud tradition.
Well, at least they got this Irish unification of 2024.
That was something to look forward to.
Yeah, unfortunately. No. Oh, well. Anyway, yes. The summary of the song is 7 songs Miles O'Brien sings over the years.
Oh, here's some interesting notes.
Yeah.
O'Brien's shoulder injury, because he often comes in with a dodgy shoulder from kayaking or whitewater rafting or whatever.
No. We established that is just his standard go-to excuse whenever he needs to get out of a shift. He just goes into his buddy, the doctor, and goes like, oh, hey, my shoulder. Can you give me a note?
Yeah. But here it says, the shoulder injury having a tragic Setlik 3-shaped origin draws on nostalgia and 19 going on 44 by Arsenic is Forever, which I assume are also other stories. Mm-hmm. Not unrelatedly, there are some stories. These are the stories that persuaded me that Will Caden as O'Brien's first boyfriend is basically canon. Will Caden. Do we know who that is? That actually sounds like something that we should know. So I'm going to do real quick. You can busy while I'm doing this.
Well, and it's like, and that his initial irritation around Bashir is due to similarities between the two. Read them. Justice for O'Brien's first boyfriend. I guess that's another song that that's another story that we can find here on the Archive of Our Own, which is what we draw from our big library of stories there to keep you entertained during these off weeks that we're going. Well,
you sound like a very cheap AI trying to predict the next word a little too fast.
That's kind of what it is, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just trying to cover while you were accessing.
Thank you. Yes, that's right. I was accessing. Very good. Will Caden is Stompy. He's an officer who served on the Rutledge with Commander What's-His-Face. And he's the one who used to sing the Minstrel Boy.
Yeah. Okay, yes. Okay, that makes, I'll buy that headcanon.
Right, where the captain says, who is that guy who always followed you around like a puppy? Oh, yeah, Stompy.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's all starting to fall into place now.
They were very good friends.
Very good roommates.
And apparently they're very good. So he says that the author says that his initial irritation around Bashir is due to the similarities between the two.
You were clearly accessing very much because I literally just read that.
Oh, yes. I was... Okay.
Anyway, shall we get on with it?
All right, let's do it. Oh, wait, there's a sound effect.
He sings The Wild Rover because it's a proper f***ing song, whereas The Minstrel Boy is pure sentimental mush. And maybe not a song anyone wants to hear when they're young lads in a war of their own, even if it's coming out of Will Caden's pure, clear throat. Miles likes the energy in the bar when he does his own party piece, the way everyone chimes in, no, nay, never, never. No, nay, never, no more. I think the chief just picked this to get us singing more. Anyway. Even Captain Maxwell when he's around.
He takes a bit of slagging for the way Will Caden is around him, how Stompy looks at him like he hung the moon and he doesn't quite know what to do about it. He's managed to get to his late teens without another lad fancying him, at least that he knows about. It seems mad, but then again he spent most of his time in Starfleet getting ready for battle, and before that it was practicing the cello, and neither of them left much time for thinking about kissing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, playing an instrument, especially when you're learning it, probably takes a lot of mental effort, so that, yes, kissing is probably not quite on your mind. But anyway, it turns out...
harder for a saxophonist.
Yes. Oh, I mean, wind instruments are always tricky like that. It turns out kissing Stompy, of having hands in his hair, around his waist, down his pants, it makes sounds come out of him that he could only dream of urging out of the damn cello.
Playing a different instrument there, Brian. Oh,
he's fiddling about, I guess. Turns out it doesn't much matter that it's another boy when you make each other laugh this much, or when you want each other like this.
Oh.
Turns out he rolls his eyes a little less at the stupid song when it's his boyfriend singing, even if he's impatient for it to be over quickly, for a whole other reason now, itching to get him into bed.
I'm just noticing that we're making this recording in front of an open door with guests in the house.
I suppose so.
After Setlick 3, when, despite Miles' best efforts, he can't get Stompy to the transporter pad in time, even as he wrangles his way into saving everyone else, along with landing himself with a shoulder injury that'll haunt him for the rest of his life, he wants nothing more than to hear The Minstrel Boy over and over.
Don't change your hair for me, he croons into her ear, not if you care for me.
Oh, I don't know that
No,
one.
nor I. Keiko laughs, rests her head on his shoulder. They're in the Arboretum. He brought a replicated picnic to her after his shift finished. Stay, little Valentine, stay.
This was a lovely night, she murmurs.
He holds her tighter. Marry me, he says, and the words are out before he realizes.
She pulls back. Miles!
In a split second, he goes from being terrified she'll say yes to being terrified she'll say no. You don't need to answer straight away, he backtracks. I know it's only been a few months.
Miles, she repeats, gentler now. Yes, of course it's a yes.
He kisses her, then picks her up and twirls her around. I'm marrying this woman, he announces to no one.
She laughs, and it's a beautiful sound. Oh, sorry, and because these are different scenes, and also, I do also want a little cup of tea, and the table is just a little bit out of. But these are really beautiful scenes. Then he said, while trying to take a sip of tea, and then putting the cup down on the table, which is even louder on the microphones. Okay, hey, everyone, this is the kind of excellent studio quality you can expect from the interim Joy of Trek studios.
I still need a couch for the final studio so that someone can sit on that. And it's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress, as are all things in life.
He's singing Molly her own personalized version of Sally Go Round the Stars to try to get her to sleep. And also to distract himself from Keiko in the next room, shrunk down to a 10-year-old version of herself.
Gravy.
Sorry, 12, he corrects himself, the way she did. As though it makes any difference. Jesus, he doesn't know how to do this. There's no book about marriage, and he's consulted a few, usually after he's done or said something stupid. That includes how to handle a weird transporter accident that turns your wife into a f***ing child.
Okay, quick aside. This is reminding me of the film The Snapper, based on a book by famed Irish author whose name now escapes me. Mm-hmm. Also starring Miles O'Brien as the father of a family, and one of his daughters is unexpectedly pregnant from someone that she won't say who it is, which is a huge scandal, right? To be a single pregnant young woman in the 50s or 60s or whatever it is. And so he's at first outraged, and he develops into a more modern man, and he goes to the library and he gets a book about like how to girl things work and pregnancy because that's not something he normally deals with. So he learns about that. And then later on, he and his wife are having sex. And he performs oral sex on her, and she goes, "Oh, that's unusual. Well, that's quite nice." And suddenly she freaks out at him, and she starts hitting him. "Where did you learn that? Where did you learn that?" And he goes, "It's from a book. I read it in a book."
But well, so for some reason, a song. Did you mean Caledonia when you were talking about the song that the unofficial Scottish anthem?
Oh, that's possible. Not entirely sure. Something with thistle or heather.
Oh no, that's definitely not.
Oh, Flower of Scotland.
Oh,
that's the one.
Let me guess. That's called Flower of Scotland.
Yeah, it's called Flower of Scotland. And their national flower is the thistle, which is spiky.
Okay.
But that's from the 70s. That's not a traditional song. That's just a pop folk song.
Caledonia is similar. It's like can't remember the name of the original author, but it's covered in a very nice version by Skerryvore.
Ooh.
I'll have to check if they're playing anytime soon around here. Anyway, if they're around, very good modern Scottish folk band, I guess. Yeah, they're a little bit more funky and poppy than traditional
I like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes the kilted bagpipe player stands real close to the edge of the stage. And if you're at the front of the stage, then you get to see another Scottish tradition.
He's well
equipped with pipes.
He works out. Like guys.
I
guess you need like good arms to pump your.
It's a heavy instrument as well. You need to be excellent poise. Even hugging her feels wrong, creepy, and he's careful to try to comfort her. He has to keep reminding himself that his wife is still in there without getting too close. It's wrecking his head.
Easiest to stay here. He'll sleep on the couch tonight. He doesn't know what he'll do if Dr. Crusher can't figure out a way to get his Keiko back.
Molly go round the stars, he whispers. Molly go round the moon. Oh, I wish I knew these.
Yeah. Okay. Next, we have another scene transition here to the next song, I suppose. And did those feet in ancient time walk upon England's mountains green?
That's Jerusalem.
Again. Oh.
And did those feet in ancient times walk upon England's mountains green? I think that's the one.
All right. They begin again. Maybe the third or maybe the 13th time they've sung Jerusalem tonight. Oh, there you go. Julian's a lot easier to take.
That's what I heard.
When there's drink involved, Miles thinks.
That's what people say about him. Julian's a lot easier. Oh, he's a lot easier to take, too. Ooh.
He's a lot easier to take when there's drink involved.
Okay, proceed.
Okay, now I've lost my line. Oh, here we go. Julian's a lot easier to take when there's drink involved, Miles thinks. Though if he's honest with himself, sure, why not? The man's grown on him. Like he said, hated him when they first met. But the Egypt kept hanging around, kept trying, and now they're friends.
Best friends, even. He likes seeing the doctor like this. A bit stupid, endearingly stupid, rather than being a posh prick who doesn't have the first clue about the real world. Julian's upset over his old medical school classmate giving him the cold shoulder. They started their drinking in corks, but when it looked like it was going to be a heavy one, Miles suggested moving to his quarters. The station's residents don't need to see how sloppy their chief medical officer can get when he's had a few too many. I was very considerate.
That's a great idea, Chief, Julian had said, patting his chest as Miles Hive dragged him out of there. Julian gets touchy-feely at those moments.
Ooh.
It's not the worst thing, he thinks sometimes, even if it's a bit tragic that the person who touched him the most, at all really, these days, is Julian rather than his wife.
No. He should call Keiko over subspace, he thinks now, but then gives himself the same reminder he gave Julian. If you can barely stand, it's not the best time to start a conversation with a woman, or to start anything else. Anyway, he's never able to keep track of what time it is for her, or when the expedition will have her out of comms range for a week or two.
What's up, Chief? Julian asks.
Miles realizes he's stopped singing. Oh, and did those feet... He begins again.
Julian shakes his head. No, you look sad.
I'm not sad, he mumbles, lying.
Julian tries to get up off the couch, ends up sprawling awkwardly on the floor. He reaches a hand out to pat Miles' arm. It's okay, Chief. I know you miss her.
Of course I do, he says. Yeah, we're going to get drunker and drunker. She's my wife.
She's your wife, exactly. Julian nods firmly. Still, at least you have me. That hand comes to pet him again.
Ooh. Jesus, Miles groans. Don't depress me any further.
Julian laughs, and Miles pretends to be grumpier than he is, and the hand stays where it is. And it's nice. And there's enough whiskey in the system for him not to think too much about that.
Yeah. Okay, now we get to the pretty grim one. One night in the early days, and this is in the sort of mind prison
Yeah.
that he's experienced, where he's got a scraggly beard already. One night in the early days, HR says, "Tell me about where you're from, Miles."
He talks about the station first, and then the Enterprise, and HR listens. Is space home?
I don't know. I suppose it is. That's the path you choose whenever you enlist. Miles closes his eyes. Earth. That's where I grew up. A town on the edge of an island on the edge of Europe. When he opens his eyes again, one of the Isikas HR's always drawing is in his line of sight, and the words slowly come out of his mouth. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, as the light declines, he sings.
I remember
Dublin City in the rare old times.
Yeah.
You need a bit of range for that, so I always like to start like way, way up there.
The longer he's there, the clearer it becomes that this godforsaken alien prison is his life now, and that the Defiant won't be coming to rescue him. The more it hurts to sing, the more his throat closes over.
No. The last one. Or is it the last one?
I don't
think
know.
we've got seven in
I've
total.
lost count, yes.
Which is also traditional for Irish drinking songs.
I'm so glad that you get this line.
Okay. Oh, okay. Give me a second here. There's only one way drinking with a Klingon ever ends, and they get to the songs earlier than usual. Ed chumtach ed dechtach. Ed chumtach ed dechtach. Ew. Ed chumtach ed dechtach. Ew. Okay, that was one.
Yeah.
Stand by. And Chief, please don't let them see me struggling like this.
That might be a little takeout. Maybe a little bonus for our Patreon.
No, I nailed it in one go. We're going to maintain. Age doch shortach roshpa ichikral.
Miles belts the word out with enthusiasm, helped by the whiskey and the blood wine.
We may need to watch the
looks
cover
solemn.
of my microphone now, by the way.
Oh.
This may need a little rinse due to unrelated circumstances. Please continue.
Worf looks solemn, still, as though drinking is a duty undertaken in service of the Klingon Emperor. Yeah, that sounds like Worf.
Worf is... I mean, he must be fun, right? Jadzia digs him, so there must be things about him that are fun.
Yeah, well, Jadzia is different. I mean...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Another one, Miles says when they finish the song and, incidentally, the bottle, pouring from another before Worf has a chance to decline. He's on a mission tonight. Oh, yes, that's right.
Chief, Worf says heavily, you do not need to babysit me.
What are you talking about? Two mates having a drink.
Chief, Worf says firmly.
All right, look, we're just worried about you.
Who is we?
Me, Julian. He chooses not to mention Quark. No love lost between those two.
Not Captain Sisko?
I'm sure he is, Miles says.
I hope not. It's unworthy of a Klingon warrior to let his personal affairs get in the way of doing his duty.
Miles changes his tune. Oh, clever. No, Cisco's grand. It's just me and Julian. Listen, will you just tell me? What is it?
You would not understand.
I would, he said defensively. I mean, I've never... God, I don't know what I'd do if I lost Keiko. But I know what it's like to lose someone you love.
Stompy, Worf says.
Miles jolts at hearing that name come out of Worf's mouth. Didn't know I'd mention him, he says, a little awkward. He's never sure about how other species do things. It's gotten him into trouble before. Sure, he stumbled across Martok and Worf getting a bit gropey after too much blood wine, ooh! But the line between sex and violence for Klingon is a little fuzzy. It could well be some arcane ritual for warriors. He didn't want to ask.
Arcane ritual?
Yeah! Oh, this is for fertility rituals. They have so many pestles without matching mortars. It's weird.
You speak of him often, Worf says flatly. He holds up the empty bottle. Usually after another one of these.
Oh, in vino veritas. Miles's face is hot now. I didn't realize, he mutters. Sorry.
Worf takes a slug of his drink. No apology is necessary, Chief. We must remember those we loved. We must honor them. He is silent for a moment. Jadzia will not have been allowed into Stovokor, he says.
What? Why not? She was a warrior, wasn't she?
She was a great warrior,
Hell yeah.
Worf insists. But her death was not an honorable one, not in battle.
That bastard killing her in cold blood doesn't count. Miles understands it now. How awful for Worf to have carried this around for all these months. That can't be right. If anyone deserves to be there, it's Jadzia.
Worf looks at him. You are a good friend, Chief.
Oh. I can place these all in episodes that are really, really excellent. because they go on a quest to secure a great victory in her name.
I'm kind of interested that they like one of the songs included here is actually a Klingon song and not a traditional Irish song. As most of the other ones are.
Ooh. Okay. You keep them talking. Yeah, I'm going to run it through the translator. See if I could do that. That's going to take a little second. So.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. So let's see. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Worf and Miles sitting in a tree. G-O-P-P-I-N-G. No, okay, that doesn't quite work. Anyway,
what?
They're chopping a tree down. Like that.
Okay,
like
that's fine. I've got all these Klingon translating to Klingon. Can I do it the other way around?
Translating from Klingon. All right.
Yeah, that's.
This is cue some frantic phone typing that is going on here.
You are not going to believe this translation.
Okay, hit it.
And the blood was sticky and all around, and it was flooded with red before the Cypriots came.
Okay.
As in the people from Cyprus.
That's what I figured, yes.
I don't know for sure that Mark Okrand invented a word for Cypriot.
It sounds unlikely.
But I mean, there must be loads of, like, sort of contested, like shared territories or countries that have, like, shared nationality between two adversaries. Because that's the thing with Cyprus, right?
Greece that's so Turkey and Greece, yeah.
Not huge fans of one another. And Cyprus has a particular identity, or the islands of Argentina that have a proper name that I never learned. Because,
the Falklands.
That's not their proper name.
Right, okay, yeah. I see what you mean. That's more of a contested area rather than Cyprus, which is like, has like kind of split down the middle with half of it Turkish and half of it Greek.
Is that how it works there?
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah, nice.
Good cooking, though.
Ooh, I don't think I know any examples of the Cypriotic kitchen.
Well, in the Netherlands, you could just go to any Greek restaurant and, like, you have a 50-50 chance that it's actually run by a Turkish person who's just grown out his moustache a little further and yells sirtaki and serves,
Right, yes. It's going to be a good kebab if the guy serving it to you is 80% beard.
Quality stuff. Okay, next one.
What do you say, Chief? Vic Fontaine asks, and Miles is just about tipsy enough to think it's a good idea to join the singing hologram for a duet. He's not as fond of Vic as Julian is, but every so often he allows his friend to drag him to the holosuite for a session in Vic's lounge.
Yeah, you could have said drag suite, and that would have also been interesting.
True.
Imagine a drag queen version of Vic Fontaine.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
That's quite easy.
Yeah. Right.
It's kind of going quite a long way into the direction of Jessica Rabbit, but, you know.
Okay. No, quick question. So if this is a drag queen version of Vic Fontaine, which it totally is, is he more, is he more Marlene Dietrich or more Dolly Parton in his sort of appearance and affect?
I would probably go for Dolly Parton.
He's Dolly, right?
Yeah.
Because he's got that ferocity.
Yeah.
And not as much dignity as he likes to pretend.
Very good.
It's very expensive to look this cheap.
Okay, let me finish that sentence. It's he's not as fond of Vic as Julian is, but ever so often he allows his friend to drag him into the holosuite. God damn it.
I know, it's a tricky word.
The holosuite. I mean, it's like, it's not a tricky word. It's just like when you see it written down, my brain goes to suit rather than suite.
Especially.
Yeah. The holosuite for a session in Vic's lounge. They can't be defending the Alamo every week, after all.
He recognizes the song as the music starts up. DS9's senior staff have become experts in 20th century classics since Julian got this program. He jumps in energetically. Okay. I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
He sings to Vic as he holds up someone to the stage. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a good one.
It's fun and silly, and it doesn't mean anything. And then they get to the line, and then you and I go spoil it all by saying something stupid like, I love you. And Miles' gaze goes out of his control entirely towards Julian in the audience, and Julian's fond, indulgent smile freezes. And Miles has a terrible feeling it's because of what's on his own face.
Jesus. He's barely able to admit he likes Julian most of the time, even if they're in a life or death situation in the middle of some lunatic's brain, say. And now here he is singing I love you to him.
The most damning thing of all is that it's the truth.
Oh, he stumbles off the stage. Everything okay, Palio? Vic calls after him, but he doesn't turn around.
Julian does the worst possible thing he could do, which is to call for an end to the program, leaving the two of them alone in the holosuite. Like, my brain has just gone like...
Look, you with dyslexia, like, it's just a total... what we can do is, like, find and replace just sweet with SWEET in these.
Sweet, yes.
Yeah.
No. Oh, very weird. Never had that with like consistently mispronouncing a word like that. Because I say it all the time when it's like not written down. It's just I never say hollow suit when it's like we're just talking about the hollow suite.
No, exactly. But also, like, I bet if there was a space between hollow and sweet, you'd have no problem with it.
Could well be, yeah.
Because it's a neologism like this.
Yeah.
I'd better get home, Miles says to his feet.
You don't think we should talk about this?
Talk about it, Miles barks. Jesus Christ, Julian, no, I don't think we should talk about it.
And then he hates himself, because that stricken look on Julian's face is not something he wants to have caused. It reminds him too much of that horrible moment after getting out of the Argathi prison. He still thinks of it this way, even though intellectually he understands it was a simulation.
Yeah.
When he yelled at Molly, almost hit her, the fear in her eyes.
He didn't want to be a monster. He doesn't want to be in one now. Sorry, he mutters. Sorry, Julian. I didn't mean to be...
He doesn't know what the right thing to do is here. He has a wife, he has a family.
He also wants to kiss his best friend and f*** him into the middle of next week.
It's all right, Chief, Julian sighs. It's getting late. We should...
Yeah.
They walk down the steps to the lower level of Quarks in silence. Broik is immediately on hand. Gentlemen, he says, your usual?
Miles looks at Julian. One for the road.
Julian nods silently, smiles a little, but has the good sense to keep his mouth shut.
If their elbows touch as they sit down at the bar, if they're a little closer than usual, it's not the worst thing in the world. Now the notes come. So the first song was The Wild Rover, My Funny Valentine, Sally Go Round the Stars. Do I know that one?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Jerusalem, the Giles version, Rare Old Times, a Klingon drinking song, and Something Stupid. These are clickable links.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to try.
There's also a little list of the episodes here. The one of the pre-series, Details from the Wounded, Data's Day, Next Generation, Rascals, Next Generation, Explorers, and Hard Time.
Oh, that's right.
From DS9, as well as Imagine in the Sand and After Extreme Measures in DS9. Thank you, tornyourdress, for writing this lovely story.
Oh, this was fantastic. Thank you so much, Chief, for picking this one as well, and maybe sort of like rinsing out the bitterness of some of the Miles torturing episodes that we've had recently with some, something, what is it? Stronger than steam and milder than cream?
Oh, ooh, yes, sounds good.
Come on, the humors of whiskey.
Oh, right, yes, okay. No, I don't think I heard that one before.
Come guess me this riddle. What beats pipes and fiddle? What's hotter than mustard and milder than cream?
Okay, yeah, no.
What best wets your whistle? I always miss that next line. Oh, we'll figure it out sometime.
So, next week there will be a regular episode, and the week after that there will be another story reading in which Tom Paris has to admit that a publicity tour may not have been the best idea.
Oh, no.
Is that going to be a Lower Desk story?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's possible because there's a celebrity there. Oh, good grief. Looking forward to that. Thank you to everyone listening at home. And hey, by the way, I've finally added a story recommendation link to joyoftrek.com/links.
Oh, very good.
So if you at home think you know a story that's pretty good for us, and remember we're sex positive, but we do like to keep the actual action off screen between 1,000 and 3,000 words. That's
about ideal. Yeah.
That's about an ideal length for us here. And something that's properly credited. We like archive of our own for that reason. So yeah, please send us joyoftrek.com/links.
Which leaves us with only one more thing to do.
The hell is this?
I'm leaving Starfleet.
Energize!
We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode with your friends Kay and Kaki, production, editing by Chief Engineer Greg, and music by Fox Amore. Join us next week for Progress, DS9 115, followed by I Wish You Would, the fanfiction reading. Visit joyoftrek.com/links to send us recommendations, support us on Patreon, or to find us on Blue Sky. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for listening to Joy of Trek, and we'll see you out there.